Hello everyone, my name is Giuseppe Accorsini, and today we're going to be talking about SCP-6175, ChronoSthesia Past. Item number SCP-6175, Special Containment Procedures. SCP-6175 can only be played by one person at a time, with streaming and Let's Plays being acceptable options to pacify the entity and spread information about it further. Marketing by Twitter, Reddit, and other social media are also accepted, keeping in mind the themes and target audience of the game, that being mostly teenagers and adults age 18 to 24, fans of the SCP Foundation and its stories. Description: SCP-6175, or ChronoSthesia Past, is a point-and-click adventure game that follows Jack, a spacesuit-wearing traveler, waking up in a strange ship with no memory of his past aside from his name and his girlfriend's name, Rosa. He will have to explore the ship to find information about his girlfriend and his memories. Jack will also find different entities who he will be able to interact with and sometimes talk to. These entities will either help him along his journey or prematurely end it. While looking for his past, Jack will find the story of the marooned ship and how it ties to its own. The game's style and gameplay is based off late 90s point-and-click games and escape-the-room games from the early 2000s. The ship that Jack is in is stranded in space. The art style is mostly cartoonish, but because of the psychedelic elements of the story, art style can vary depending on the level/character design. The game, and most of its lore, will be lifted from the SCP Foundation, with monsters and other characters being taken directly from there. New monsters will also be designed for the game. Monster designs and ideas will all have inspiration from the SCP Foundation and many other literary works. There are monsters and creatures all over the ship, some aggressive towards Jack, and some not. Jack will suffer various mimetic effects throughout the game, so it will be hard for the player to tell what's real and what isn't. The story has dark undertones and focuses on the main character's psyche, with some dark humor here and there. It will follow mostly the main character walking around the ship. The ship is semi-open world, it's open for exploration, although the player will not be able to access most of it before progressing through the story. The game will mostly be focused on dialogue and puzzle solving. The technology I chose to use is Haxels for the pixels. Not a very good pixel artist, but I try my best. Photoshop for, editing of the images. And Unity for programming of the game in general. That's that. Thank you for listening, if indeed you still are, and I hope you liked it.